guys, Kim here. Welcome to Backyard Blooms. In today's video, we are going to plant this 3-tiered container up. This is from Kinsman Company, and this is my second year of planting this container up. So I thought long and hard about this container, exactly what I wanted to do. I think this is the first year that I've actually done like fall and spring annuals though. So in this first tier, we have like a smaller one, small, medium, and large, of course. And then I have a Ms. America that I'm going to put in the very center. And then I have it surrounded with these lovely yellow snapdragons. The snapdragons are called Snapshot Yellow. They're very, very vibrant. And then I have some Dicandra falls that I'm going to hang over to the side. And then on the second layer, I just have nothing but pansies. And these are called Matrix Beaconsfield. So they're just all more like a dark purple and a light purple with a yellow center in it. And after I get everything planted, I'll bring it close. I'll bring the camera real close up. And then at the very bottom here, we're going to plant nothing but these cabbages. So like I said, I thought long and hard, and at first I was going to put these cabbages in here like so, and this Ms. America right here. And then we got them home, and Dawn's like, my friend Dawn that lives right over here on the corner, she does a lot of my video for me. You can hear her sometimes in the background when she videos. We kind of chat back and forth with each other. She's like, I don't think you have enough. And I was like, you don't think? And she's like, I don't think so. And you know, she was right. So we had to go back the next day to get some more of these cabbages. So anyways, I was going to do this and then alternate it with this, but I only bought 2 cabbages and 2 Ms. Americas. So, but I thought, well, this Ms. America kind of gets lost down here, right? So it doesn't really show up really well with all these dark mulch down here. So we decided that this Ms. America right here would look better up here around my snapdragons, because then the snapdragons and this kale, or it's actually a mustard, I keep calling it a kale, they are very contrasty and they look really, really good together. So this dark color and vibrant yellow look excellent together. So we're going to plant that in the center. And then I also thought, well, I'll put a Dicandra falls here and have it hanging over, which would look lovely. And then I bought another one, and I thought, well, I would put one here and I would like have it cascading down. But we didn't really like that look either, so actually I thought about bringing it back up, because then when I pull up in the driveway, I can see this Dicandra falls, and then when someone comes up into the sidewalk here, they'll be able to see this Dicandra falls. And I think this looks better with the snapdragon versus this right here. This kind of just gets lost as well. And then it kind of comes over to my cabbage. Just not a really good look. So we're gonna bring it back up here. Some other things that I thought about too was just to do like 3 tiers of all pansies. I thought about doing a different color here, here, and there. But I really like this look. It gives me something different and unique to look at. Seems like last year though, my snapdragons weren't looking absolutely gorgeous until like when I was ready to plant summer annuals last year, but we're gonna give it a try. And then it's covered as well, so I don't think, you know, any frost is gonna get it. But if it does and it doesn't look good, you know, that's all I can do is pop it up, and I can definitely put some violas or some more pansies in there as well. And I've done a lot of pansies and violas in some of my other containers. So make sure you watch my other videos. I have one container up here in the front garage that I went to Pikes and I did a shop with me and planted that. And then I did another one at Dearness Garden in Huntersville, and I have 3 concrete containers and we planted that one up as well. And then I have another one coming out right before this video where we went to, where did I go? Oh, I went to Dearness Garden, and then I went to Kinsman as well. The Dearness Garden is the one that I did my Galloway urn in. So I've got 3 different fall containers for you to get different inspiration from. And then, of course, this one as well. So I'm gonna bring the camera a little bit closer, and then we're gonna try to plant all these, and then at the very end, I'm going to show you up really close what everything looks like. And before I forget, this Kinsman, and before I forget, this Kinsman, I'm going to have the link for that too. Kinsman is an online company and they have great quality. I've been really happy. I'm not sponsored by them, or I don't even have a discount code with them, but I really like this 3-tier container, and it's gotten a lot of use throughout the years on this front porch for me. And another thing I want to ask you is to please like, share, and subscribe to me. I'm starting to get better with my analytics. So I'm right at 90% of the people that watch my videos actually have not subscribed. So my numbers are getting better. I was at 97, then 95, then 93, and now I'm around 90%. So I have still a lot of room to grow, and a lot of people that are watching my videos that have not subscribed. And it's free to subscribe. That's all it is saying that you're gonna follow me. I think sometimes to subscribe is saying like I'm gonna order a subscription and I have to pay for it. That's not true. It just helps me with my logarithm on YouTube, and if I have more likes, shares, and subscribers, they're apt to put my channel out more to people than they normally do. So give me a shout out and help me and subscribe, please. And I'm so excited, the ones that did subscribe, thank you so much. I love you guys, and I hope that I'm a great inspiration to you. All right, so in order for me to plant these, I'm just gonna remove all of these. There's that lovely yellow that I was telling you about, and this is the Ms. America. See how they contrast off each other really, really well? So I actually bought 7 snapdragons, and they're in small containers. And this is my Dicandra Falls. Proven Winners makes this one too, but this one's not a Proven Winners, but they all look about the same. So I'm gonna kind of plant this on its side so it's kind of hanging over and it's real dainty. Just hanging over to the side. You don't have to plant everything straight up and down. And just kind of bring all the soil up around it. And then next I'm going to plant my Ms. America right in the very center. So this is a mustard. Kind of looks like kale. I don't know why I want to call this kale, but it's a mustard. And we're gonna plant it right in the center. You don't have to keep all this soil on there. I'm gonna take about half of this off. So I still have pretty good healthy roots. Since I already had this whole container filled with soil. And I'm just gonna move the soil out and plant it right in the very center there. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this one as well. And like I said, I don't have to keep all of this. I can just tear it off. And I'm gonna put this one over here. And this one you can see when you come up to the side. Onto the front porch. And then I have 7 snapdragons that I'm going to put all around this Ms. America. So I'm going to take some of the soil off. And these are going to be pretty close together because it's fall time and they're not going to get a lot of growth. So you can plant things closer together in the fall than you would normally do in the summer. So yes, I'm making a mess on my porch and I'll clean it up after I'm finished. So if you don't really know like how to space these, you can put one here, like kind of like separated as the fours, and then put one in between. I'm just kind of going with it here. My last planting on this was a sun impatient, and I had two different colors. I had a white and a blush, and oh my gosh, you guys, it was so pretty. And I'll share pictures of it. If you've seen all of my garden tours, I'm sure you've seen pictures of it. Like, I liked it so well that I might repeat that again. So actually, I don't know if I'm gonna get all 7. I think I'm just gonna get 6 of them in here. So this Miss America kind of looks like it's lost right now, but it will grow, I promise you. If you've seen some of my other ones that I have that are a little bit further along, they get big. All right, so my top layer is all done, and I've got everything tucked in there really nicely and all the roots covered. All right, so we're gonna do the next layer next. And these are the gorgeous pansies that I've bought. Right there. Okay, so for this one, I'm just gonna scoop down a little bit. So I'm not sure how many pansies I have. We'll count them as we go. So I'm just kind of going with a mono color here. You could do any color. I've got these yellow, really vibrant pansies down below. You can't see them right now, but they kind of really coordinate with the yellow center that I have in there. I feel like I need a little bit more dirt in this middle layer. Sometimes I go ahead and try to display the flowers in here like that the way I'm gonna plant them. And then you don't want to turn these like the opposite way. You want to turn them where you're going to be able to see them really good too. So think about that before you just plop them into your container. So I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm a zone 8. So I know some of you feel like you probably can't really plant violas or pansies right now, but I don't feel like, maybe they just won't get a lot of growth on them. Like when they freeze, but they don't really like die either when the frost hits these. So they might not perk up until, you know, it starts to warm up into the spring. Let me know, like if you're a zone 5 or 6, if you're able to plant anything like this in the fall, or do you wait till the springtime? Because I know, like, when it starts to warm up, it goes from one extreme to the other here. Like at one moment, got freezing weather, and then the next week it's like in the 70s, and I could plant summer annuals. It's crazy here. Usually I'm putting my summer annuals out late April. I got a long growing season. Sometimes they look pretty tired. before the end of the season comes. So I just like to push everything down. I do have a little bit more dirt that I could fill up here. You can see that I do have my drip line all right here too, so I'm probably gonna still continue to put this drip on here. Where's this one? This one's right here. What I do is just kind of layer it all the way around, like so. And I have land staples somewhere that help hold them in. Need to find them. All right, so now it is time to plant these cabbages. And they're in a very large container, as you can see, so they're not going to take near as much dirt. Probably shouldn't have filled this one up as much. I'm just scooping everything away, and I want this to hang on the side, like so. And these are going to flower. These are going to be white, I believe. So these are called Nagoya white. Right there. So they're going to flower white in the middle. It says flowering kale, unusual accent plant along walkways or placed in gardens or containers. So there you go. I thought this was a cabbage. See, I'm so confused. This says it's a kale. Wow. Why am I not mixed up about my stuff? So all this dirt's not fitting in there really well, so I'm going to take some of it out, and then I'm just kind of tilting it right there and then trying to get these roots covered. You see how I'm just taking half of this dirt off right there. So I actually have two different kales in here. This one is called Ornamental Kale Crystal Snow. So you see that one's going to flower a little bit different in the middle. Hey, I miss you.
What you doing?
I'm trying to plant this up.
Oh, I thought it was done already.
No. I miss you videoing.
Sorry. This looks pretty.
Huh?
This looks
Yeah.
pretty.
All right, don't you love it? This is the outcome that I have. So I have my first tier with my snapdragons, dicandra falls, and that Miss America mustard in the top. And then I have my purple pansies down below that were called Matrix Beacons Field. And then I have all this gorgeous, what I thought was cabbage, and it's absolutely not cabbage, it's kale. I get so confused. This looks definitely like cabbage to me. But anyways, like live and learn, right? So all these are gonna flower, and they're gonna flower mainly white. And actually, after getting it all put together, I thought it would be gorgeous just to have nothing but all kale, flowering kale. I thought that would be pretty. Like this layer, and one on top. But anyways, we're gonna give this a try, and if it doesn't work out, we can just pop them out and put something else in it. And I got something exciting in the mail today. So I ordered 3 clematises, and I have not opened them up yet. So actually, let me just show you these flowers up close first, and then I'm gonna open that package up with you to show you what the clematis looks like when it very first comes in the box. Okay, just to show you close up, this is the snapdragons, and aren't they so vibrant? Yellow, kind of like a neon yellow there. And then you could see the mustard in the back there. Ms. America's M-I-Z America. And then I was able to fit 6 snapdragons in there. I have 2 Dicandra falls. And then this is what the container looks like. It's got a cocoa liner right here, and this is wrought iron. So very good quality. I need to straighten it up just a little bit. I'm telling on myself because I put it together. I should have asked my husband to put it together. He would have gotten it completely straight for me. And then coming down to the second level, these are the real pretty pansies. It's like a real light lavender leaf with a more of a double purple bloom, and then yellow in the center. It's really, really pretty. And then you can see that I tucked my drip in there as well. I don't have my drip on right now, but if I want to turn it on in the springtime, it's there for me. And then the third layer is all that flowering kale. And I have, I think, 6 of those all the way around. And that's what the bottom of the base looks like. And then I have these real vibrant yellow violas in here too. I do need to mulch still. You can see my drip there as well. And I got a whole flat and a half in this area right here. Let me back up a little bit. I did bunch these together. They came like in a little 4-pack. So I bunched 4 of those violas together. So I ordered 3 clematis, however you say it. I don't know which way you guys say it. But anyways, I usually just say clematis. But now that I hear more people, depending on whether they're from the north or the south, they'll say clematis. But anyways, I'm not sure if there's a right way or a wrong way, but I do know there is a right way to say obelisk, because my husband, Paul Prestis, reminds me every time I say it wrong on video. But anyways, the reason why I'm mentioning a obelisk is that I've got 2 of these that are going to climb up. One is a white flowering, and the other one is a hot pink that looks like a little tulip. And I'll show pictures of what I bought. And I got these from Spring Hill. And of course, it's time. So usually when you order something online, they'll ship it to you just in time to plant. So it is the fall here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it is the perfect time to get plants in the ground, whether it's perennials or shrubs or anything like that. So you will start to get the root system growing before we have a really bad frost, which really here we don't, our ground really does, we'll get a frost, but our ground really does not freeze. So honestly, like, we can plant all year round, so we're lucky that way. And if you're ordering bulbs, now is the time. When you see all those lovely spring bulbs, and I'll share with you what I've ordered as well, you have to think about it right now, because now is the time to start thinking about all those gorgeous tulips and alliums and hyacinths, and there's so many more spring bulbs. I can't think of all of it right now, but here in our zone, we have to refrigerate most of it between 8 and 10 weeks. So I have a shipment coming from Color Blends right now as I speak, and once I get them delivered, then I'm going to pop them into the refrigerator and put them in a cool, cold refrigerator for 8 to 10 weeks, and then I'll be able to plant them in my zone. So I'm at zone 8. I think maybe zone 7, you don't have to do that. 7B is kind of iffy, but I know Jenny with Creekside, she still will put hers in the refrigerator. All right, so that is what this little clematis looks like after I got it out of the box. And this one is called Clematis Gravit Beauty. Gravetye Beauty. I think this one was the white one, I believe. tells you right on the box, please open immediately. Do you see this right here? Whenever you get them. Oh, and it kind of just looks like my David Austin rose. So it's in a little container. And it was like right there in that box to where it won't tip over that much. And it says plant in full sun, partial shade. And it will get 6 to 9 feet tall. And that's what it looks like. Just a real tiny little plant, but you know, you're paying for the root system right here, remember? And they're not gonna ship like a 2 or 3 gallon container to you because it's not worth it to them and how much you pay for the weight of the shipping. So that's plant number 1. It's got like a little thank you order and tells you like how to plant. That's handy, so I'll read that a little bit later. And this one is Clematis Summer Snow. So this one is completely white, and this one gets 12 feet tall. Plant in full sun. I think I'm going to put this one up against the house on a trellis. That's what that one looks like. One is the third one, and this is called Clematis Maria Sclodasca Curie. I don't know why it has to have such difficult names. This one gets 6 to 8 feet tall, plant in full sun, partial shade. I have my hori knife instead of my scissors. And that one is what that one looks like as well. So, you know, honestly, I think you get a better deal like buying them at your nursery if you can find them at your nursery. But we'll see how these little guys do. I mean, they're very healthy, like I said. They're going to be easy to plant right now, so that's a plus, right? But they are tiny, but that's okay. Because I know that if I give them a lot of love and care, they're going to grow really, really nice. And because I have such a hard time like remembering what all these things are, I'm gonna write this down in my book and what year that I bought them and when I planted them. So I'll have like a little bit of a record on what I bought, and so that way I can share with you. Like if you love it and you love the bloom, you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta have one of those, then you'll be able to go on to Spring Hill and order one for you. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope that you liked this video. I hope that you learned something. I hope that I gave you some inspiration. And remember to like, share, and subscribe for me. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.